Everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and I'm back for part 2 of this dungeon battle board that we got to get done for tonight. It is not completely dry, but I don't have time to play with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a soft brush like this and some dark gray paint. I'm going to use this dark blue gray since I like it so much, and I'm just going to mix it in with this. Whatever I have here, and create a new color. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe a lot of that off and just roughly hit the brick areas with that once. And I'm going to try not to get it down in the holes too much, but they might get in the holes, and that's okay. We just want to paint the bricks with this. And if we get some on the board itself, that's okay too, because we're going to be painting that all like sludge. Now, don't focus on the sides too much, because we're going to get, when we're doing the sludgy part, we're going to get a lot of crap on this board, okay? We're going to be making a lot of mess. This is not about perfection. This is about having a functional sewer in record time. I should have been working on this all week, and I just messed around, and now here I am, rushed home from Ohio to get to work on this board. Let me see if I can bring it up more so you can see more of the board. Should have cleaned my bench off, but I'm kind of in a hurry. Okay. That's pretty good for what we wanted. Let me hit this side a little better. If there's any big globs of paint anywhere that you can kind of take and spread around so it dries better, do that now. Like I'm doing. Okay. Let's set that brush to the side and get the hot air gun out and see if we dried this thing off enough to cook. Alright, so there is some spot where it folds that we need to clean out. So what I'm going to do is, while this is still pretty wet, I'm going to pull this up. And I'm just going to clean those out by wiping them out with an old pair of underwear from one of the boys that they grew out of. They've been washed. I'm just saving myself some effort. Okay, so nothing is completely dry yet. But what I'm doing is I'm getting a big dry brush. And I'm going to get that same color I had there. I'm going to add some light gray to it. And a little tan. Come on, tan. Give me some tan. That's khaki. And I'm going to mix that up. And I'm just going to use that big brush I just had and dry that out a little bit with my towel here. I'm going to stir that up. I'm going to make a dry brush to go over this. I shouldn't call it a dry brush. It won't be that dry. Get a piece of cardboard, which I kind of had sitting here for this. Okay. And then lighten this up some. way too much there. We're looking for some kind of vague consistency that ties the whole board end together, but no perfection whatsoever. Okay, mixing that same color, using the same brush. I'm setting it down for a moment. We're going to get some more tan, or a yellow, actually. This is called light mocha. We're not using that. Where's that khaki at? All right, we're going to get some more khaki and some of this yellow. And the lightest gray that you have. For me, that looks like this country gray. Here we go. I'm going to wipe some of this off of my brush with my towel so it's not soaked. And I'm going to stir that up and make an ugly, repulsive color. Just like that. Hit this with the air gun first. Then getting that same brush, some of this disgusting yellow color. Something like that. Now, for the last step, getting some white up here in the corner of my cardboard and a neuter eye brush. I'm going to get some of that white, some of that, and a tint of light green. That's pretty wet. Okay. I don't think that green's doing exactly what I wanted there. All right, let's make it better. All right. There we go. Make it look a little more repulsive. All right, we're done with that dry brush. Let's get a big brush that we can do a lot of work with. This looks like the guy. Let's get that and fill it with some brown. Some dark brown. Okay. And with that yellow color mixed with that dark brown, we're going to do our first coat down here. And we don't want to hit our bricks if we can help it with this. So we're going to come back with a smaller brush in a moment and get in the cracks and stuff. But we just want to get the base coat down here. And this is going to help cover up that grid work underneath from the original game board. By the way, if you're wondering what that game board came from, it's from a game called Battle Ball, the Future of Football. It's a miniature game. Okay. If a little bit of that green shows through, it's going to be all right. Now I'm getting a smaller brush that I have more control with to do the rest of this horse work. And we're going to use this to get around. And if we get it on the bricks a little bit, that's okay. I don't think it'll hurt too much. The majority of our brickwork is looking stellar. And a little bit of the green showing through won't hurt you either. So we're going for speed, not beauty. I don't want this to look like fresh sewage, but if we're going to be honest, if just like natural rainwater and stuff kept getting in the sewer over the course of like a century or whatever, I have no idea what that would look like. So I'm just making educated guesses. For any of you who get the joke, I'd be interested to see what the COD of this water would be. Sorry. Or the BOD. Or the CBOD, not the COD. Sorry, I'm just crackhead today. Just ignore me. I don't know anything about things and stuff. Okay. I think we got all the cracks and everything kind of filled in for the most part. So let's set this off to the side and let's air gun this dude. Dry enough for what we're doing now. What we want to do is we're going to get right in the center there. I have an ivy green color somewhere I'm looking for. There it is. And I'm grabbing a sponge. And you could use a regular piece of sponge, but I have these in a pack that Mrs. Doom bought me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix this up and create the best swirl of color in here I can make with all this color that's in here up to this point. And then I'm going to get my sponge and this palette piece we were using earlier, and then I'm going to something like that. And that's going to break up any of those real noticeable thingy bobs. Streaks from paint and stuff. Get down in the cracks, get in between things. Okay. So I'd say that was a pretty good board for how quick we did it. You can make little floating pieces to go in there. There are some little details that we can add that I think we can do now that'll look nice. So here's one thing we can do. We can get some of that green color, and we can get a medium, smallish, crappy brush, something that we don't love. We can get that color and get in some of these holes in the brick, like it seeped up through. Okay. And you don't want to go too thick because it'll take forever to dry. And if there's any other spots you like to hit, this would be the time to hit those. And that should be it. That's all you need for your board there. Any spots that you really hate, kind of rub the paint around and mix it together. Get rid of anything that you think is too bright or too dark. And it'll dry in some kind of capacity that you can stand. Anything that's just too obnoxious, you can just clean it up like this. Just grab whatever paint you have left and mix it together some. Swirl it around. It's a little obnoxious in there. It'll break that up some. Alright, so there's our quick battle board. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, but now we have to go back and we have to finish the fake wall, which is going to be even more work. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon and all that happy crappy. And see you in a bit.